Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the puddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Dallas Cowboys. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end.
Gun. 11.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough slam. They lose a yard there on third. Fourth down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Steps away to his left.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 27, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And Tyler Boyd's one of those guys that seems to fly under the radar, but he finds ways to get open, and he has nice hands. He's averaged right around 80 catches a year his last 3 seasons.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. We talk about Jamar Chase. One of the things that really stands out is ability to take ordinary plays and then turn those into big ones.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the Bengals grab it. The big fella. 20, 10. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He'll buy some time right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cowboys had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. This looks like a free play for Prescott. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is that right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. This is caught. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Complete to number 16. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Finding room at midfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Burrow on first down. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here we go.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they followed him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. First down, here's Burrow.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to be even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you just...
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, kill!
Prescott down. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Flush to his right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Here we go.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get him going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott, he's going to go up top again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. A big play here for Dallas. 73 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Go.
Pollard again. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3.
You can almost feel him thinking as he's running the football. Just one more block, anything to get me to the perimeter and around the corner. Couldn't quite get there. Ends up getting spilled for a loss.
Trying to run forward, Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the difference, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and a yard. Burrow. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And they go play action now. Burrow. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Burrow. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Hayden Hurst, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. McPherson now for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Running right through it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Prescott to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
What a tough spot to miss a kick, just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Well, they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Here we go.
2nd and 7.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Again, it's Mixon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On 2, ready?
Now Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he hooked it in, defender was right on him.
To throw, Burrow.
And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bengals drive about to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone's...
He's got a man, complete. And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. And McPherson on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
That ties the game, 35-35.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Dak. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Dak. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal,
So the Cowboys going to get the first chance here to search for a winner as we're back underway to start this overtime. Takes it at the 7. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime, they've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
40 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up, but in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
Here's Brian Anger now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now time to see what Burrow can do here at OT. Pass complete. Hurst pushes him over. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Throwing, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They picked up a 1st down and a whole lot more. Forget about just looking for the sticks. They went well beyond the stick.
I know they were talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime, every play's importance is magnified. And that one could turn out to be huge. Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I'd kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what? It's 3rd down. You still have the ball. You still have a chance to kick it.
This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. All right, well, they didn't kick it on 2nd down, now 3rd and goal. You have to kick it here.
Absolutely have to kick it, because if you get a bad snap, you fall on it, you got a chance to kick it again on 4th down. Let's say it gets blocked and it's behind the line of scrimmage. You fall on it, you get another chance at it. Give yourself that option. Give yourself that opening.
Here's Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
So all eyes now locked on Evan McPherson.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And the Bengals are going to get out of here with a W.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Cincinnati, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
just scraped it off the top. Cut it out the road, out the curve, out the block. Was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot.